The elements here today to give public witness to a very important value, the value of cherishing mothers and their unborn babies. This value, this concern that we have is shared by people of different faiths and none, and by people from different political outlooks. As you all know, this is a human rights issue. We are here today to speak up and speak out for some of the smallest and the most voiceless in our society, our unborn babies. Speaking as a person who is not directly involved with any of the pro-life groups, I want to thank and compliment all the groups involved for organising this very important event today. The Pro-Life Campaign, Family and Life, Life Institute and Youth Defence, and indeed many individuals and groups who have come together to give a message in common, a courteous but insistent signal to our government about respect for human life. Our speakers will be introduced individually, but I would like to introduce three who are not from any of the groups that I have just mentioned. Harte, the manager of the Tyrone senior football team, and Bernadette Golden of Women Harte. Speaking for myself, I am a mother of two babies, an 18-month-old and a 4-month-old. And I, like many of you here today, have benefited from the tradition of great healthcare here in Ireland. I am here today with you to celebrate the tradition of great healthcare that Ireland provides to both mothers and their babies. As you know, without abortion, Ireland provides top-class, world-standard care to mothers and their unborn children. And this is something that we are very proud of. This is something our government should promote in their international forums.
Abortion, the other side of abortion that nobody talks about. I made my decision in haste and suffered many years of grief, regret, loss. A pain in my heart that nothing would heal, a black hole inside of me. We hear today a lot about a women's right to choose. But what are we choosing? We're choosing to take the lives of our innocent unborn children. I'm a founding member of an organisation called Women Harte, and our goal is to reach out to women who are out there suffering in silence, women who've been deeply damaged by abortion. And also we wish to raise awareness with the people of Ireland about the deep suffering that follows abortion. You cannot rip a baby from its mother's womb without deeply damaging the mother. The two lies of abortion that affected me the most were, the first one is that there's nothing there, it's just a bunch of cells. I wasn't grieving over a bunch of cells, I was grieving over my lost child. The second lie is that you move on unaffected. I suffered for years from the guilt and the pain and the loss of my child. With abortion, there is no focus for your grief. There is no body, no funeral, no graveside, no family and friends to help you grieve your loss. And for many women, they must suffer all that pain alone and in silence. Abortion has made a deep and hidden wound in Irish society. Many men and women are suffering the consequences of abortion. There is a common thread which runs through all of the stories of the women who have been psychologically or physically damaged by abortion. There's a sense of betrayal that they never were told that induced abortion would cause so many effects. Can you imagine the pain of a mother who's grieving the loss of the child she has aborted, the only child she will ever conceive in her womb? I see women who've been self-harming, women cutting themselves. I visited them in psychiatric hospitals around the country. They talk about suicide prior to abortion. I can tell you there's far more suicide afterwards. I've met countless women from every country around the world who have attempted suicide, who have slit their wrists, who have ended up in psychiatric hospitals. There's a lot of talk